excited to be here. It's fun to have the premiere in LA, and it's exciting that the movie's coming out. Well, the Madam Webb that we know in the comics is an older woman in a wheelchair, and we're meeting Madam Webb in the beginning of her getting her powers. So it's her origin story. It's before she has her accident, which has her powers kick in, which causes her powers to kick in. She's a paramedic, so she's kind of an everyday hero already. And we kind of go on this journey of her discovering her powers and choosing to really embrace them and nurture them, and in that she gets to be with these 3 young women who are really powerful themselves.
Dakota, on your right. Dakota, over that shoulder!
Well, it's really focused on the characters in the film, so it's not focused on a whole new universe that you have to try and wrap your head around. It is character driven, and I think that makes it feel just like a different kind of film. It's not, I haven't seen a superhero movie like this before. It's a totally standalone world. It is, you don't have to have seen another Marvel movie to watch this movie. You don't have to know anything about any superheroes. It's like a totally new entry point.
To your right, back to your right, to your right. Miss Johnson, to your right, to your right.
SJ is an extraordinary director. She is extremely detail-oriented. She's demanding in the best way possible, and I felt like I trusted her the whole way through, and I really felt like she always knew what was going on. I hope that audiences have a really good time watching the movie, and I hope that they feel inspired by these 4 powerful women.
Come on up.
Sydney and Dakota, what's up now? Dakota, Sydney.
I'm so excited getting to see Dakota and SJ and Celeste and Isabela and just be with the crowd and the fans who are so excited as well, just feeling their energy. I can't wait. Oh, I was gonna say, like, it's super grounded, but you have this through line of this secret thriller, mystery, everything that's going on, and you're piecing together all of these origin stories, which is really cool. So we get to meet Cassandra Webb before she even knows who she is or what she's capable of, and she discovers multiple things about her life and her mom and her past that help her unlock her destiny, but then also see the potential of the 3 girls, me, Celeste, and Isabela, and see our future as well.
Little glass left, please. Little glass left. Back to your left. Back to your left. Sydney, next one.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Just being able to have something that's even more tangible for fans really makes me feel more connected to everybody, and that's what's so beautiful about this.
Sydney, to the left. Great dress, Sydney.
No, you don't have to know who Cassandra Webb is or Julia or anybody before watching this movie. You get to learn as the characters learn about themselves as well.
Lovely. And Isabel, one look back.
I'm very excited. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I'm just happy to be here with my girls.
And the top row back here.
I think audiences can look forward to a story that's honestly like no other. It's a psychological thriller, but with like superhero aspects to it. But I think mostly it's guided by the story. It's not guided by, you know, the typical like CGI kind of. It's not even centered. I mean, the main character's superpower is based on her intuition and her abilities, her inner abilities. Sorry, and it's a whole other thing for. Oh, I think Dakota just got here. Oh, I can't wait to see what she's wearing. But yeah, so not physical abilities based, but so you're gonna get to see a real good story. I think the fact that it exists and is able to stand alone, no one has to see any other superhero movies in order to understand what's going on. No one has to know any other characters. They get introduced from the start. You're not thrown into a story and lost. You're gently coerced into it. Having Dakota around, it was like having a big sister on set, someone that would like inspire us, obviously like guide us. Dakota's an insane driver, so whenever we had scenes where we were in the car with Dakota, I felt very safe. I give credit to SJ Clarkson, the director, for putting together such a great team without even like knowing us fully. At the beginning, that's a huge responsibility, but SJ knew something that no one else did, and that was that we were meant to be in each other's lives, and we were meant to be friends, because here we are.
Ladies, all the way to the right! Girls, to your left, please.
I'm just over the moon. I'm thrilled to be here with some of my favorite people in the world and to see an amazing, incredible movie.
And then Celeste, beautiful.
Anybody can see this movie, anyone, no matter if you're a Marvel fan, no matter if you've never seen any Spider-Man movies, because this is the origin story of a new character that we're introducing called Cassie Webb, and it's a really grounded story about how she steps into her superpowers, and I think that's really beautiful, and that's something for everybody. You don't need to do any Marvel homework, no Spider-Man homework to understand this movie. Anyone can jump right in because this is the beginning of a new story of Cassie Webb.
Celeste, over your shoulder!
I think what sets Madam Webb apart from other superhero movies is that our central character, Cassie Webb, her superpowers come from her mind, from her intelligence, from her intuition, and it's not necessarily the same kind of powers as a traditional superhero. And it's also a really grounded story rooted in her journey to empowerment, which I think is so beautiful. I'm looking forward most to seeing our stunts and our super suits because they are amazing. Audiences can look forward to 4 beautiful girls saving the day. They can look forward to amazing new super suits. And they can look forward to a really heartfelt, touching story.
We've never seen those characters on screen, first off. It's not connected to other, let's say, Marvel movies, so you don't have to do your homework like watching movies or TV series, you know. And it's a new type of power, the mind power, which is great. And you get really, as an audience member, you can really get connected to her. Because it's something that we thought about, like dreaming and having visions and all. It's more, close to us than jumping from a building to another. It was great. They're great. They're cool, classy, very good actresses, and it's just a bummer I didn't have enough time on screen with them. But I have great memories.
Very exciting. Westwood is always an exciting place to have a premiere, but I'm really excited about the movie. It was a really, really fun shoot, really fun group of people.
Adam, curate.
Yeah, that's one of the exciting things about it is that it's a standalone origin story. And this is a brand new character that a lot of people don't know yet. And the particular origin story of Madam Webb is a really unique, she's in this unique circumstance. And I don't think we've seen this kind of thing in a superhero movie before. It is different. Tone-wise, it's more of a kind of a suspense action thriller than it is your regular everyday superhero movie. And that's one of the things that's really fun about it. But then it has a bunch of surprises and Easter eggs that you may not be expecting along the way. So it's really a lot of fun. Yeah, SJ Clarkson's a really incredible director and really fun to work with. I was a big fan of hers already and was really excited to work with her. And also Dakota, and then all the girls are incredible. It really is just a really packed, fun cast. I think they could look forward to a lot of suspense, a lot of action, but in a really grounded world, something that really takes place in the world we know, which is part of why it's so suspenseful and thrilling.
I mean, I think that they really just wanted it to be a movie in and of itself, like a standalone film about this particular story, these particular characters, and they wanted to do just that, make it accessible to people who aren't maybe like super into the universe and like not give them a whole ton of homework, because I'm not one of those people either. And I was like, oh darn, am I gonna have to like learn all these characters and these people and their backstories? And it's absolutely not that. So I think there's a little something for everyone, you know. It's like kind of a coming of age story. It's obviously an origin story. I think it's really about like a woman figuring out who she is. Like, I think it's definitely, again, character based, and so that makes it something where like it's not just a superhero movie.
And above him, above him.
Oh my God, I am sort of excited and terrified in equal measure. Yeah, which is kind of the same reaction, right? The same emotion, but just, yeah, it's really exciting. It's really exciting. And the cast, and it's just very, very fun.
And Leah, one more time.
And above him, above him.
Well, it's the first time we've ever seen them. These are characters that are, especially with Madame Webb, are usually on the periphery of the universe. So it's really exciting to get them front and center. And for me, what was so exciting about it was her skill. It was her ability to see the future. I thought that was both a ridiculous thing to think about and then also really amazing, and it actually ended up being sort of the virtue of the movie. Yeah, there's no homework required. You know, we love the Marvel world and there's a lot in it. There's a lot of things for the fans, you know, but it's also something you can come to completely afresh. You don't need to watch anything else before. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a psychological thriller in the Marvel universe, and so there's a lot of thrills, there's a lot of jump scares, there's a lot of fun to be had, but equally at the heart of the movie there is a through line where Cassandra's character has to go back and understand what happened in her past in order to realise where she is in the present and make those better choices into the future, and that really has an emotional pull. The story with her and her mother, that's sort of at the heart and the core of the movie. Oh, well, Dakota's just an absolute, you know, star. She is the depth and breadth of an actor that can take on anything. She's funny, she has the emotional depth, she's also very dry, you know, and she has a real pathos to her. And that was something I really wanted in Madame Webb. I wanted her to feel grounded and relatable, and she just brought everything, that and everything more. There is going to be a lot of action, a lot of fun, a lot of quips between everybody, and some really great action sequences that I think take you by surprise.
And now will everybody look here, smile? To the left, bring them down.